Yeah, but let's get into this because this is definitely big news. And Pooh Shiesty being one of my number one rapper, I gotta share this and cover the story and enlighten the whole thing.
All right, big news there. Jeremy Pierre live at the scene. We'll
Yeah, big news here. Big news. Now you gonna hear.
check in with you in about a half hour, JP. Fox 13 live in Cordova.
Back into this.
Searching a house.
Property records show it belongs to the family of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre is joining us live out there. We understand that people were awakened by flashbangs earlier this morning.
Damn.
Yeah, and they heard the FBI and TBI screaming, basically going into the house saying that this is the FBI. And you can see right behind me those FBI agents still on the scene, not only FBI, but TBI as well. Now, check this out. We've been out here for a little while now, and we have seen these agents tagging the vehicles. It's about 4 vehicles, one inside of the garage and 3 others in the driveway here. They at one point they had all of the trunks of these vehicles open, and you can see, I believe that's a silver BMW they have there with the trunk still open, and they're still tagging and taking pictures. We have seen a few of those agents go in and out of the home so far this morning. We have not seen anyone taken out of the home. Of course, that's something we're working to gather information on as to if anyone has been taken into custody. But again, we do know that the Shelby County Assessor's Office, according to their website, they list this home being owned by Lantrell Williams. Now,
Yeah, that's Pooh Shiesty's government name. And I believe his mom is there. The news made it clear, the reporter made it clear that Pooh Shiesty isn't there. So, I'm just hoping his mom isn't all stressed out. I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England. This is my page, and the first post here you seeing. Little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Excellent process. Yeah. Don't bag of money. Yard one a foreign. Give me the bird can't tame some stay same way like me daddy. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. We advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, super fragically, list PSPally, sexually, get the dolly ben reality. In a every alley, genitally make Beverly see. Up I do nally, then be clarin and them off me. No go tell Rivali, anti-valley no mediocrity. Black magic, watch fraud. Get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, when mad dog. I de left a bad push with the cash card. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Yes, that's right there. You see me? Tough a lie, bad. Yeah, my people, we're here again with the wickedest of the wickedest rapper. Straightforward, the most grimiest, the illest, say the realest of the slickest of the sickest of the streetest. He ain't the sweetest, he ain't no sweet mom getting gangster here. Pooh Shiesty, aka Lantrell Williams Jr. You know, shout out to his pops, Lantrell Williams Sr. Real gangster. You know, and Pooh Shiesty ain't short of nothing. He learned from his pops, boy. If you're supporting a gangster rapper, or you'd like to, or you love to support gangster rapper, Pooh Shiesty is the man, right? His gangster is buck on like buck. The volume, it's maximum. You know what I'm saying? And we hope he stays far from the maximum prison. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want our boy get back in that shit. But you know, he has been stepping on shit ever since he got out of the joint. You know what I'm saying? He has been freed and he has been just going buck wild in the streets all over. You know, he's in some halfway house now. They're saying on the news because this is a raid. They swatted his house. You know what I'm saying? And I had to make sure to look up the definition of halfway house, even though I'm familiar with the term, but I want to get that proper definition, you know. So it's saying that a compromise between two different or opposing views or course of action. The formula seems a good halfway house and avoid another row. A center for rehabilitating former prisoner, which this is the one that is attached to Pooh Shiesty. You know, psychiatric patient or other unused to non-institutional life. You know, one who is unused to a non-institutional life, like they're free to roam. You know, they need to get used to being institutionalized. Get me? And in midway between two town is also another term or definition of a halfway house. You know what I'm saying? So as I said, the one that applies to Pooh Shiesty here, the halfway house he's in, it's like a center for rehabilitating former prisoner, or psychiatric patients or other unused to non-institutional life. Okay, so yeah, Pooh Shiesty, some of the things he has been stepping on. You know, like where he first came out, I think they were saying all over the internet that he had violated his parole by you know he was on live out in the street late at night on live, that went viral. And his PO, right, called him while he while he was out. Very disobedient because he's real grimy gangster. He ain't like the other guys, trust me. He's wicked and wild, believe me. And I think that the cops and the authorities have it like up to here now with Pooh Shiesty because, what I've noticed and also felt about Pooh Shiesty is that his his little cute face thing he got going on will have people sympathizing for him, even the authorities. But now, as I said, I think they have it up to here now with him because he has been stepping on shit completely. And some of the other things he has been doing, like for instance, where he violated his parole, or whatever probation, right? Um, some of the other things he has done, he had released his first song from out the joint, which is called First Day Out. FDO, First Day Out, fuck the feds, walked out of jail. You know what I mean? He said, fuck the feds. So, he's just stepping on shit. And then in that song, he be saying a lot of wild shit that have people in their feelings. Even King James, our boy LeBron James, right, and his son. You know what I'm saying? Because Pooh Shiesty had a line in his song, FDO song, saying that, saying that he is a boss or a real shooter, but he's saying that his ops is like Bronny James, which is LeBron James' son, Jr. You know what I'm saying? So Bronny James got in his feeling. A lot of people, Pooh Shiesty got in their feelings. He even had a line in that FDO song saying that, when he went to prison, because he spent like 5 years in the hell, you know what I'm saying? So he said in that song also that he came out of prison seeing niggas driving the same cars that they were driving before he had left before he had left the street and got locked. You know what I'm saying? So that got a lot of rappers in their feelings, and he has just been getting on people's nerves. You know, the last nerves. You know, he had made some mention about some rappers doing tummy tuck. Oh fuck. Yeah, and people going wild saying that's money bag, yo, and a lot of these saying that he's referring that line to finesse 2 times. So a lot of crazy shit been going on with Pooh Shiesty. So the fact that he had violated his probation or parole, whatever it is, officer, and his strict regulation that they had placed on him. I think the cops really have it up to here, the authorities, why they choose to run in on his home, right? And I think his mom is at this home where these cops had raided. And you're going to hear that they use all these flashbangs, and it was really a bang, to show the drastic level of, whatever the problem is, why the cops had to treat the issue like this. Even though we know when it comes to black people in America, these cops will step over the boundary and, be pulling some unlawful stunt to get a motherfucker off the street, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but let's get into this, because this is definitely big news, and Pooh Shiesty being one of my number one rapper, I gotta share this and cover the story and enlighten the whole thing.
All right, big news there. Jeremy Pierre live at the scene.
Yeah, big news here. Big news. Now you gonna hear.
Back in with you in about a half hour, JP. Fox 13 live in Cordova, where federal agents have...
Okay, so he said Fox 13. You know what I'm saying? Fox 13 is the Fox News that covers Memphis, right? And Pooh Shiesty has a song, and he also created his gang called Fox 13, giving shout out and respect, shedding light on him, paying homage to his city news reporters and their station, because like Fox 5 would deal with New York, and Fox 13, Memphis, and there's other Fox numbers and Fox names on YouTube all over in the media that covers certain cities, you know what I'm saying, in America. Yeah, so let me let you hear that Pooh Shiesty giving credit to the Fox 13 news station. Big Scar. I played it for y'all on my what's the name of the song? I'll see it pop up. Let me see if I see. No Clues, right? No Clues. No Clues is the name of the song, guys. Here, listen. Why is it not playing? Yeah. Brr. Check it out. I'm FOX on 3 there to introduce to the news. DJ came with the shell catchers, we ain't leaving clues. I put a 60 on it, try to knock down 50 dude. My glizzy be eating up, put the kid on it, keep it cool. If the cracker come get me, keep it silent, play a bull. Don't get inside them investigation room accepting food. My cardiac watch be dancing every time I make them. We 1017 extortion gang, it's time to pay your dues. Yeah, this is a bad song. Go stream it. Go turn it up when you have the time. You're gonna hear him say Fox 13, but he spell it out like Tifa or Jamaican dancehall artist, female. Brr. Check it out. We InfoX 13 go get introduced to the news. We FOX 13. That's the name of their Memphis news station, and that's where Pooh Shiesty is from. So most of the news that covering Pooh Shiesty, it will be Fox 13, because he's from Memphis, and that's the city Fox 13 covers. Okay? Now let's get back into this.
Searching a house.
Property records show it belongs to the family of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre is joining us live out there. We understand that people were awakened by flashbangs earlier this morning.
Damn.
Yeah, and they heard the FBI and TBI screaming, basically going into the house saying that this is the FBI. And you can see right behind me those FBI agents still on the scene, not only FBI, but TBI as well. Now, check this out. We've been out here for a little while now, and we have seen these agents tagging the vehicles. It's about 4 vehicles, one inside of the garage and 3 others in the driveway here. They at one point they had all of the trunks of these vehicles open, and you can see, I believe that's a silver BMW they have there with the trunk still open, and they're still tagging and taking pictures. We have seen a few of those agents go in and out of the home so far this morning. We have not seen anyone taken out of the home. Of course, that's something we're working to gather information on as to if anyone has been taken into custody. But again, we do know that the Shelby County Assessor's Office, according to their website, they list this home being owned by Lantrell Williams. Now,
Yeah, that's Pooh Shiesty's government name, and I believe his mom is there. The news made it clear, the reporter made it clear that Pooh Shiesty isn't there. So, I'm just hoping his mom isn't all stressed out, have to dealing with all these cops entering her private, resident and all this thing in her space. But that comes with having a son who is, who has been accused, of all these crimes and thing. Because Pooh Shiesty at first got to spend the 5 years in prison, where he was just recently released months ago, closely a year, I believe, I would say. Um, what had caused that was he had to shut up a club. His money, his bands, his thick coil of cash fell out his pockets, and people tried to get it, and he had to shoot the security and let off some shots in the club because he's gangster about it like Master P level gangster, the utmost platform of gangsterism. Yeah, that's my brethren Pooh Shiesty. Yeah.
Lantrell Williams is also Pooh Shiesty's name. So his father's name is Lantrell Williams Sr., and his name, Pooh Shiesty's name, Lantrell Williams Jr. We do know that the rapper Pooh Shiesty, Lantrell Williams Jr., is in a halfway house at this point in time after his release from federal prison. Now, again, we've been monitoring this situation for quite some time, seeing those FBI and TBI agents going in and out of the home. Again, the most action we've seen so far this morning is that they have been looking into these vehicles. The 4 vehicles, 1 in the garage and the 3 in the driveway there. You can see one of those agents actually looking, I believe that's a Wrangler, a gray Wrangler, just down the way from here. Now, of course, we are working our sources to gather more information as to what all is playing into this investigation, this raid that's taking place at this Cordova home. Of course, stay with us all throughout Good Morning Memphis. Want to continue to stay on top of this story.
Yeah, so I'm just glad it seems as if they never had to, you know, bring in any one of the family members who is at the house, or anyone at all, because I believe if they had any valid reason of bringing in, someone for any crime or any possession of any illegal substance, um yeah, I'm just grateful that we haven't seen anyone being brought in for any, you know, crime or substances that they found, or, any weapons. Because, yeah, Pusha even made it clear that he had bought a gun store, and he had made it clear in his song. And with Pusha is the level of gangster, what he sings about is what he actually really do. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gonna rap about shit that he ain't about. And I know a lot of people will be like, but that's stupid. How can you say you're a gangster and you're telling on yourself? But that's where it is. That is playing the game on hard mode. And anything you do, you want to make sure you go hard, play hard, right? We always say that. So why are we now want them to play easy just because this game is more serious and there's no second chances when you lose in this game? you know. So Pooh Shiesty made it clear that every weekend, him and his gang members, they'll be working on their aim, and they bought gun stores, you know. So that's the level of the utmost platform of gangsterism. You want to make sure you have your own gun stores with bazookas, you know, all type of submachine, all type of heavy artillery, is all of that. You know, that's the top notch level, the extreme level, the utmost level. You know, that, and Pooh Shiesty is the only one we first see her saying shit like that. I mean, Kodak Black had said something like that in his song. Was it with Rod Wave? Where he said, let me look up the Kodak Black. It's that song where he talk about what's her name, Young Ma. Kodak Black. Kodak Black. That's one of my favorite songs. How does that song go again? Shit. We in the club on the dub, and he's saying, Young Ma, she a stud. Rap Young Ma. My name. Let me get this Kodak Black song. Yeah, pimping ain't easy. Wow. This is it. He said, yeah, Kodak had said, that's why they're my two favorite top-notch rapper, you know, at the top, because they be saying the realest of shit. But the difference with Kodak and Pooh Shiesty, Kodak Black, he be saying the realest, heartfelt, that would describe a real nigga. Like, we're not talking just about gangster here, but a real nigga. And if you're in the gangster world, you want real niggas around you, because if you don't try to have real niggas around you, then you'll die faster and you won't last. You know what I'm saying? So, but Pooh Shiesty, he talks about real gangster shit that no other rapper would ever think of, because their mentality and their behavior is not as extreme and as, you know, superior as Pooh Shiesty, who had learned from his dad, who was a top gangster. He was like a boss of boss. He never worked for like no one. He was his own boss, and he was highly respected. You know what I'm saying? Like next to none. So this is where Kodak Black had rap about gun store too, owning gun store. Pimping ain't easy. Ain't no punk in me. I need to start listening about these songs. I'm a dyke. The beat is hard too. Hey. Pulling out strap niggas. MMA on the dumb bitches. Don't fuck with me. They fuck them talk with me. Pimpin' ain't easy. I'm invincible. Nigga can't beat me. What's the principle? Pimpin' ain't easy. A nigga can't beat me. Me and 400. 4 million. Go kill him. Bro, no feelings. I'm going to hurt to a man. Bro, like, no feelings. Give me a hand because I ain't friendly. I ain't no feelings. Life, I'm romantic. When I whip out the 4-5, don't panic. When I whip out the 4-5, don't panic. I be put on strap for the fuck niggas. I go young and me on these dumb bitches. Like a dyke, man, a nigga can't fuck with me. If a nigga says up, they ain't stuck with me. What's the principle? Pimpin' ain't easy. I'm invincible, nigga can't beat me. And what's the principle? Pimpin' ain't easy. I'm invincible, nigga can't beat me. UJP, stud. Hold on my neck like a bug. I got more gun in the club. Me, I'm a thug. You kill a street nigga, get dime. You kill a rap nigga, get a bug. Big pin on my neck, no budge. Fucking day drove like a studs. I swapped out the mic for my guns. Swapped out the yike for the stuff. Swapped out the bike for the guns. I'm in love. Fucking all the dyke, she the one. Hold on, show no remorse. You gotta get the nigga touch. Kodak on tours with boys. The whole gun store, the buzz. Missy Elliott try to sex me up out of a jet ski, check to a jet ski. Yo, so he said Kodak on tour with his boys. Say they got a whole gun store in the buzz. That's buzzing or something. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he's saying. Like, it's loud. and him and his boys got that link. But Pooh Shiesty made the line more better, showing that he owns the gun store. But Kodak is basically saying that he has connects with the gun store, which is basically like similar mentality, and Kodak had to formulate it like that for it to fit well in his rap, but basically it's the same thing, it's basically the same thing he's saying or wanted to say or intended to say, like what Pooh Shiesty is saying. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're my top best rappers, Yeah. So that's it. We're gonna end shit here.
All right, big news there. Jeremy Pierre live at the scene. We'll check back in with you in about a half hour, JP. Fox 13.
Fox 13, hey.